If you want to be the 1%, you can't act like the 99%. You see, everybody wants to get rich quick, and that's where the problems occur. Slow and steady wins the race. And if the SEC is correct, then a bit of patience is going to take you a very long way. The question is, did the SEC actually just give us the biggest tip of 2025? Trust me when I say this is a video you do not want to miss, because I'm going to tell you guys what the SEC said. I'm also going to provide a potential opportunity in the markets right now. So make sure you guys watch the video all the way through. Trust me, this is not one that you want to miss. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys do your own research. Now, real quick before I continue, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. They've got this $300 USDT giveaway happening, goes towards one winner. How to be eligible for this draw: sign up, deposit, and trade between December 5th and 31st. All users signed up using my link, new and old, is eligible. Again, BTCC, the link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. Okay, so to kick things off, before I get into all of the juicy stuff, I want to take a quick look at the crypto bubbles and see how the markets is performing on the day, because yesterday was red and yesterday was Friday. And like I've been saying for a long time, it's like Friday's red, Saturday's red, Sunday might be green, Monday might be green. But today, Saturday, as I'm recording this video, I'm seeing a lot more green than expected. I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, it is what it is. It's good to see green days in 2025. It's like these are days that you celebrate, but these coins are still down massively, even though that on the day we're seeing a lot of green. Now, if we check out the fear and greed index, it did come down a bit. If you guys watched my video yesterday, I did say I expected this thing to fall a bit, because yesterday this thing was sitting at 28 fear. Right now it's sitting at 23 fear. Right? But it is what it is. You got, well, no, it's back into extreme fear. So yeah, it just is what it is, man. And like I said, if you want to be the 1%, you can't act like the 99%. If you guys have been paying attention to the markets over the last year, you know that majority has been wrong most of the time. You know, people showing past information. Data says this based off of last cycle that, and what ended up happening was all that information was incorrect. It doesn't apply to this current cycle. Okay, so always make sure you guys conduct your own research and be careful with everything that you do. Don't go off of other people's opinions, go off of your own. Now, if we take a quick look here at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is sitting at 89,600. Obviously, once this thing, or if this thing gets back above $90,000, people are going to turn bullish again. That's what I expect. And then they're going to call for $100,000 in like seconds. But if this thing stays below $90,000, people are going to be screaming that this thing's going to fall to $70,000, maybe even $50,000. People just flip-flop all over the place. But hey, that's crypto for you. Anyways, let's get into this right here, the potential opportunity. Not this one specifically, another one, which I'm going to pull up in just a second. But Luna Classic has been pumping. This thing is up over 200%. Over 200%. Some of you might not even know what this thing is. Why is it even pumping? I'm going to let you guys know in just a second. But this right here, I believe, is a better opportunity than Luna Classic. This Terra Luna, sitting at a market cap of 111 million. Luna Classic, I believe, is sitting over $400 million market cap. But this Luna right here is up, what, 95% on the month. This thing has just been pumping like crazy. Take a look here at the volume. It's up over 40%. Actually up over 51%. If we come over here to Luna Classic, let's see, I think this volume is up like over 1,000%. I saw something crazy. Nope, this thing is up 248% in the last 24 hours, the total volume, right? The market cap is up over 56% in the last 24 hours. This thing's sitting at 432 million market cap. Now, the reasons why these two coins has been pumping is because of this right here. So the Terra ecosystem remains firmly back in the spotlight, with both Terra Luna and Luna Classic showing extreme volatility. The initial surge has sustained momentum, with both tokens breaking multi-month downtrends. Multi-month downtrends, absolutely crazy. The sudden jump is still driven by a confluence of social media frenzy, aggressive deflationary activity, and key upcoming events. A viral t-shirt sparked the initial frenzy. Guys, All it takes nowadays is for a viral t-shirt to get people to buy these things. Like, these are the sorts of market conditions that we're in right now. People are just desperately looking for a place to make some profits. You see, not everyone is afraid of this market. Some people are just like, it is what it is. I'm down on my investment. I need to find a way to make that money back. So wherever I see an opportunity, I'm just going to pour money over there. That's the sort of market that we're in right now. It's it's serious. People will forever stay in crypto, and people will always look for other opportunities in the market, regardless of what their portfolio looks like. Another thing that's going on here is this upcoming V218 chain upgrade, which is scheduled for December 8th. Today is what? December 6th. Okay, but this is a key thing that I want to show you guys. Do Kwon sentencing adds volatility ahead of December 11th. Some of you might not even know who Do Kwon is, but this guy costed investors lots of money. He actually crashed Luna down to zero. Luna in the last bull cycle was what? In the top 10? Top 10 coins? And it just tanked. People lost so much money. But check this out for those that are unaware, right? So Do Kwon used the technological promise and investment euphoria around crypto to commit one of the largest frauds in history. Kwon attracted tens of billions in funds to Terraform's ecosystem by promising a self-stabilizing stablecoin. By the time the markets discovered the ecosystem was unstable, it was too late. The system collapsed and investors around the world suffered billions in losses. I was there for that. I didn't invest in Terra Luna, but I know some people that did invest in Terra Luna, close friends, and they lost a lot of money. It was a complete nightmare. Now, he's got his court date, his sentencing, on December 11th, and this is why we see Luna taking off and Luna Classic taking off right now. Something tells me that this thing could potentially continue to run. Now, I'm not telling anyone to FOMO, because I always tell you guys never FOMO into these things. So as far as Luna Classic goes, it's up 200% in the last couple days. Right, so you probably don't want to FOMO into something like that. The market cap is inching closer and closer towards $500 million, and it's very hard to break $1 billion. Right, so Luna Classic, you might not want to go over there, but Terra Luna, if you want to make a swing trade, and again, this is high risk stuff, guys. This isn't something that you're holding in your portfolio for an extended period of time. This is something where if you want to potentially make a quick buck on a dip only, because these things have been taking off, so you don't want to be buying these things at the highs. On a dip, if you want to potentially make a swing trade, then you can take your chances, right? But not with money that you're not willing to lose. This has to be money that you can afford to lose, because this thing does have some time, maybe like a couple days at maximum, for this thing to continue to run. You know, I don't see this thing running past December 11th. So these are coins that you just get in and you get out right away, but on a dip, right? So this thing's sitting at 15 cents right now. If you can catch this thing at like, I don't know, 9 cents, 10 cents, 11 cents, then maybe. I haven't entered a position yet. I am considering getting a position, a very small position, if I see this thing on a dip. But that's me. And at the end of the day, make sure you guys do whatever you want to do. But let's get into the SEC, okay? Because some of you probably aren't even interested in making any sort of swing trades, because you want to stick to high conviction coins right now, which I don't blame you at all. Like, in these sorts of market conditions, it's always best to stick to high conviction coins. But those that want to, make a quick buck here or there, you could take your chances on some coins, some hypes in the markets at random times. But what the SEC had to say was this right here. All US markets will be on chain within 2 years. So Atkins predicts US financial system may shift to tokenization within just a couple of years. Now, the reason why this is big is because this gives us a bit of a heads up, and we have some time to actually focus on certain areas, certain narratives in crypto over the next couple of years. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you follow the 99%, you're never going to make it. If you want to be the 1%, you have to actually act like the 1%. Slow and steady wins the race. This is a time period where people are afraid to invest. people just want to ignore all the signs, the upcoming catalysts in crypto. And if you continue to do that, then you're never going to make any money. You can't wait until these narratives pop off, because at that point, it's probably going to be too late. Think back to all the times when you're actually late to the narrative and you end up losing money. We got to think ahead as a investor. Okay, and over the next couple of years, we could see tokenization, right? It could really take off. So right now is the time where you want to start preparing. You want to be looking at all of the RWA coins, because eventually it is going to take off. Now, I'm not saying that you guys should be buying up these all RWA coins like right now, but you need to at least have them on your watch list and look for prices that you like. And anytime you see a price that you like, then you strike. You take that opportunity, you buy, right? But if you don't see a price that you like, then obviously you look for another play. Okay, but for example, something like Ondo, which has been coming down like crazy, and personally, I do think that there is more room for Ondo to fall. But if I see Ondo at a price I like, I am definitely going to scoop up some Ondo. And there's other RWA coins as well, right? Especially with a cheaper market cap. So these are certain signs that you cannot be ignoring when you see SEC saying, hey, like, guys, this is what's coming soon within the next couple of years. And the next couple of years will show up eventually. So it might seem like, oh, that's so far away. But what if a couple of years come, right? You never invested in any RWA coins. And you'll be looking back to this moment and thinking, well, man, that sucks. I should have just bought some RWA coins. I'll be laughing to the bank right now. Again, those couple of years will eventually come. So the time to prepare is right now. So I would highly recommend everyone start looking into RWA coins, especially if you don't have any already, because we know what's coming. Don't ignore the signs. But at the end of the day, do whatever you guys want to do. I'm just here to provide the information, and I'm not going to ignore what I see. I'm not going to ignore the SEC giving us that clue. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links down below, and until next time, take care.